newly minted Defense Secretary Pete Hegseth. Here he is explaining the Gitmo operation. Roll it.
This is not the camps. You're not putting criminals in camps where ISIS and other criminals. This is a temporary transit, which is already the mission of Naval Station Guantanamo Bay, where we can plus up thousands and tens of thousands if necessary to humanely move illegals out of our country where they do not belong back to the countries where they came from in proper process.
All right, the Vice President of the National Border Patrol Council is Cueto, who joins me now. Let me go through this again. This is where we put criminal migrant deportees, put them in Gitmo, because we can't send them back directly to their country of origin. So we hold them there until somebody else is going to pick them up. Is that how it works?
That's basically how it works. I mean, and it's a fantastic idea, because the other option would be you try to immediately deport them. They're going to turn around and just continue to try to come back in. I mean, and we have the facilities. It's there. It's ready to be done. And I'm going to tell you, I myself, for years, was also, a corrections officer. And I can tell you, these detention facilities are the way to go.
They're not real bad places, are they?
Excuse me?
I mean, they're not really bad places, are they?
Well, I mean, they're not bad places, but you're putting potential criminals together, right? So they're going to make a bad place themselves, because, once you put them in that position, what's going to happen is, I mean, they're criminals, Varney, at the end of the day, right? So you're putting a bunch of criminals together. Obviously, bad things can happen, but do you really want these individuals in our society, in our communities?
Got it. Now, one New York City police officer, the New York City police say a member of the migrant gang, Tren de Aragua, broke an officer's arm during his arrest. Doesn't that show you what kind of people we're dealing with here, Art?
Especially, it's baffling to me to see that the last administration were perfectly comfortable with these individuals staying in the country. So that's what blows my mind. And it is going to get even more dangerous and more rowdy, because a lot of these individuals, they're going to resort to those types of tactics because they don't want to leave. You got to remember, for the last 4 years, it was a free-for-all. Anybody that wanted to come just had to say the magic word asylum and they were getting released. But we didn't know what criminal background these individuals had, in their own country. Now we're finding out, the potential violence and the reality of how bad these individuals are.
Yeah, look at this. 10 of the gang members were indicted in a massive arms and drug running operation. It spanned at least 6 states. I mean, are we mopping up this gang? Are we doing that? I think we're doing the best that we can, and I think moving forward it is something that's being very effective. Tom Homan's doing a fantastic job. They're gathering up the individuals. They're having, the tactical deployments at the areas that they need to, because they know where these criminals are. It's working, and a lot of these people, you got to remember, they're also self-deporting. They realize, hey, the long arm of the law is eventually going to catch up to me, so some of these individuals are choosing to leave on their own, but for those that don't, look, Border Patrol, ICE, and a lot of other law enforcement agencies, they're getting ready to go to work, and they've been working the last several weeks now. But do we have intelligence on this? Do we know who these gang members are and where they are? And if we know that, why on earth were they allowed to stay where they are for all these years under the previous administration?
Because the previous administration didn't care. Let's be honest. That's the reality. They didn't care. Now, as you arrest more individuals, you're going to gather more intel. You're going to find out where more and more of these people are. They're quick to rat out their friends. They're not going to sit there and be quiet. So you're going to be gathering more and more information in order to get these other people and arrest them. On another note, though, Varney, the numbers are low on the southern border. So I guess all the problems of the world have been solved because no one's been asking for asylum anymore.
Sarcasm. Very low form of wit, but funny. Cueto, thanks for joining us. We appreciate it. We'll see you again soon.